This is a fruit. Fruits grow on trees. You can eat them if you want to get healthier or faster, but they're more useful as base ingredients for your factory on Gleba. This is a nutrient. Nutrients fuel biochambers, the special buildings that make up that factory. But what happens when you keep a fruit or a nutrient around for too long? Well, they do this, and so does pretty much all organic matter. This throws a lot of people off because we're used to products backing up and not going to waste. But I'm here to tell you that spoilage isn't waste, it's just surprise production. Spoilage is actually a useful ingredient. You can turn it into sulfur, carbon, or even power, and the game expects you to do all three. But how do you manage an end product that spontaneously appears on the line? Start by noting how long everything takes to spoil. Some items have spoil times measured in hours, and those can be thrown on belts or in boxes pretty safely. Other items are measured in minutes, and they should be managed more carefully. You can insert them directly, put them on short belts or sushi belts, or even one long loopy belt. However you build, everything needs one thing in common: a spoil-out path. Whether belts, boxes, or biochambers, anything that can hold a spoilable product needs a way for the spoiled version of that product to escape, ideally as quickly as possible so it doesn't cause backups. That means putting filters on most of your splitters and inserters so you can direct fresh products and spoiled products down separate paths. What about when something does get backed up? It's pretty easy for builds to go down entirely if an excess of spoilage blocks their nutrients for too long. Thankfully, there are ways to automatically restart stalled builds. Several key items have two recipes, one that sucks and one that doesn't. The one that sucks is there to help you restart the one that doesn't. You can even set up the sucky recipe to only craft when a circuit condition tells you that the non-sucky recipe needs restarting. Speaking of circuit conditions, there are some new circuit features that are quite helpful. Crafting machines can now tell you their contents, which you can use to tell other machines to only craft if their products are needed. Requester chests can now be set to enable or disable, very helpful for process seeding. They also have a new trash unrequested checkbox, which lets bots automatically get rid of anything you didn't explicitly ask for. Heat-producing entities like heating towers can now tell you their temperature, which you can use to avoid wasting fuel or to add backup fuel if they get too cold. Here's some assorted Gleba tips. The average spoil percentage of input ingredients will equal the spoil percentage of output ingredients. This is especially important for science because its spoil percentage determines how much science it's worth. The spoilage to nutrients recipe can be made in an assembler, so you don't need nutrients to automatically make more nutrients. If you don't like how many nutrients your biochambers need for fuel, you can add efficiency modules and they'll need fewer. Inserters drawing from storage can now be set to prioritize most or least spoiled. Use the former when you want to minimize spoilage, and the latter when you want to maximize freshness. Good luck and have fun!